So here's just an example of the San Ysidro border crossing. And if you have not been there, it's quite a picture. This is a typical view at night. I heard today the wait was 2.5 hours to cross this morning. So that's not untypical. But this is an example of one of my clients had the billboard there. And so my job as Sun Marketing was to help them find customers. And this particular client was in the real estate industry. They were a home builder.
I think Sandak says there's something like 6 billion lost income to the region by how slow the border is.
Now that border crossing number has dropped. I just saw the new numbers. It's the busiest border crossing in the world. But the numbers have dropped down because of the Tijuana economy. Not that many people want to go down there because of violence and crime. So I've been looking at Hispanics and green marketing and seeing what's out there. I was able to find a few things. This was a study done by TNS, and basically green products and companies influencing purchase decisions. So I was able to find a few things, a few blogs on green eco. I'm looking for more, so if you have any other resources that you find that you think are academic and worthwhile, I'd be happy to look them over, because I think the topic is underserved. A lot of people say Hispanics are green, but the studies that I'll show you now won't really justify that. So, go ahead.
That assumption that Hispanics are green because of their lifestyles back home, which mostly is a subsistence existence. And when they come over to the U.S., where they have more opportunity and more, they are more affluent and they splurge. So it's kind of a big contrast, because back home it's mostly subsistence, and those who come locally get all these better jobs and everything, and they rather splurge than live the way they live back home. So they're two different people at the time. Cannot exactly compare those two.
Right, right. So the people who are still back there, they may still be living close to the land and not wasteful. But then they may have these packaging things as well and don't know where to put them either. So there's a lot of education that needs to be done. So, let me show you what I looked at. First of all, before we get into the results, just some of the different cultural nuances. Now, Yvonne, you might look at these. I see you're smiling. When you look at the general market, they look at, me. But Hispanics tend to look at a group. Okay? I'm not trying to say which is better. This is just kind of what it is. A quality of life in the general market and in the Hispanic market, it generally speaking will sacrifice for children. Equality, hierarchy, control of destiny, fatalism, innovation versus tradition, efficiency versus personal accomplishment versus enlightenment. And I gathered this from a whole bunch of research. So there are significant differences between countries, between cultures. Would you agree with this in general?